Back once again for the renegade master. 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 Back once again for the renegade master.
Hello my renegades and welcome back. And what are we getting into? I hear you say. It will be no surprise, but it's Married at First Sight Australia series 12. We are now on episode 14. As I always ask, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that notification button so we know when I'm doing videos. Please comment, like, share and do the good things that you do, because I continue to be on the road to 1k. So let's get into this video, shall we? Or episode, whichever way you want to call it. Okay, so we do have another wedding this episode. They always do this in the middle of the weeks when the original couples have come so far together, but I think it's just to give them a bit of healthy competition. That's how I see it. So it's after Confessions of the Couch time, so it's time to check in with the people, Deb, in terms of everything that's gone on. So we see Marina and Tony, and Marina talks to the producers and she says to them, I talk with my hands, when she's talking about what they're saying in regards to, as she says, her passion or abrasive nature. She says, I'm Italian, it's what we do. And she says she talks about her getting passionate and that her tone comes across as like too high. All I'm going to say is Marina needs to be more self-aware of how she comes across to others, especially Tony, in terms of her behaviours. She says she really wants to try with Tony, and Tony says, yeah, me too. So we go to Billy and Ciara and we find out that they have spent the night apart. I mean, for Billy, it was a kick in the balls, to be honest with you, in regards to how Ciara behaved. I don't know if Ciara probably thought sharing with Ash and Adrian, like, you know, she had nothing to lose. But with Billy, she did at the end of the day, but she should have at least tried. Billy was fully blindsided by everything that Ciara had to say. So the producers asked Ciara directly why she confided in Adrian, and all she thought at first before she answered the question, that she didn't want this turning into a narrative that she and Adrian had something going on. And I was thinking, well, if you and Adrian didn't have nothing going on, then you should not have put that out in the freaking hemisphere at the end of the day, because it's sounding a little bit dodge right there, right about now. So Ciara makes it worse by saying she feels Adrian relates to her well. She feels Adrian hears her and sees her and gets her. I was like, bloody hell. Adrian doesn't even see or get his own wife, mate. So how you got all that from this dude, I do not know. And this is why I know that there's something more to this story than they're letting on. Let's just put it that way. So then we go to Afuina and Adrian. Now, she asked Adrian to talk about Billy and Ciara, basically. So apparently, Ciara has been opening up to Adrian, and he didn't know that there were any boundaries, that he was not allowed to do this with this girl. I swear this man just says things like, it ain't nothing. Like it really ain't nothing. He just says it like it's so blasé. Like, why should Afuina have a problem with this? There is no problem to be had. He's rather insulting to this girl, and this is why I don't understand why this girl continues to stay with him. Like, I don't understand it. The other couples are talking about, it moves from them two, and the other couples are talking about the confusion of Jackie and Ryan and what is their marriage. And like I said from my previous episode, Jamie said they speak the same kind of crazy. They need to stay with each other, and that's how I see it. They need to hang on for dear life, because nobody understands them better but them. Let's just put it that way. So you see Ryan, he's feeling great about their marriage, and their mantra is basically, as I call it, rebuild and reset. That is their freaking mantra. So Jackie has got up to start war this morning. I don't know what crawls into this woman's freaking butt crap, but she makes my brain itch each and every time she opens up her mouth and says things like she is there to train Ryan. She's training Ryan. What makes her believe that this grown-ass man needs to be trained in the first place? I mean, the man has got to the grand old age that he is. Yeah, well, how does she think that she'll be able to change him? So now Jackie listened to what Jamie and Dave has said on the couch in regards to, like, the unacceptable behaviour of Ryan, and how Jamie would not be happy and she'd hold that grudge forever, yada, yada, yada. And I just thought, this woman keeps on trying Ryan like a mofo, yeah, and this man just keeps on taking it. So she says all problems have solutions, and she is not going to give up on Ryan. Thus, her problem, she thinks she is there to manage Ryan and make him her errand boy, as I will call it. It's not going to end well for these two. It's not. So Jackie then decided it was a good idea to pull up a list on a computer of what she believes is Ryan's past indiscretions. So Ryan dubbed it the rap sheet as we go along in this episode, because that's what she does. She does a list of everything this man did wrong from the day of the wedding all the way through to the present, remembering, they were resetting, they were hitting that reset button, they were rebuilding and moving on, but yet she's made a list all the way through to now. So Ryan's sitting at the table, probably doing his work, and she's sitting on the chair, drinking her green juice and typing on the computer, and Ryan happens to make the comment of how studious she looks with her laptop. And I thought, Ryan, you don't know what the fuck is coming your way right about now. You should have not made that comment, because that was an opening for Jackie to turn around and say to Ryan that she is writing a letter to him. And I thought, this is not going to turn out well at all. So she says she's telling Ryan how she feels. She feels Ryan has not taken any personal accountability. And so she starts from the beginning. So she goes back to him hitting her head on their first dance, and she begins that stupid false cry. Yeah, it's the crying act, as I call it. It really is. When she tells him it hurt when he didn't find out, like, that she went to a paramedic the week later. Let's give context to this. This gal, yeah, who Ryan tripped on the dress and slipped, and she went down to the floor. Yes, she did crack her noggin on the floor, but then when the producers came over to her and said to her, do you need to see a doctor, do you need medical attention, this woman said, no, I'm fine, it's good, it's all good, it's funny, it's okay, don't worry about it. Ryan kept on asking her, are you okay, do you need any help? No, I'm good, it's fine. Okay, but yet this girl decided that she would go to a paramedic without telling Ryan that she went to a Rouse paramedic. Let's put it down. So now Ryan needs to be a motherfucking mind reader, yeah, to know that she went to a paramedic, yeah. And I'm like, I don't understand why this girl is bringing this up now. Like, seriously, I'm telling you, she's straight cuckoo-ca-chew. Cuckoo can motherfucking chew. Yeah, let me just put it that way. This girl just wants to cause commotion with this man. So there is something so twisted about Jackie. Like, honestly, something so twisted about Jackie. Ryan is not the problem. I'm starting to figure out from this episode that Ryan is not the problem. Jackie is the problem. So, but Ryan doesn't help himself, because again he's stepping into that toxic territory that he needs to run from. Yeah, it's not going to get any better between these two at all. So Jackie believes that she has been a supportive wife from day one for Ryan. I was like, that's a big fat bloody no. No, she has not. This woman has again crash landed in Delulu land. So she asked Ryan, why can't you say that, I am such a great wife? So Ryan turns around to her and says, because you're not. Jackie didn't like that at all. And I'm like, Ryan's telling the truth, because she ain't been a great fucking wife. Ryan, as he should be, is suitably pissed about what the fuck this woman is doing right now to him. So he tells Jackie that she's not being a good wife, and the first 2 weeks she was hurried to him, and I could well believe this. And because this is what happens with these two, they show one side of themselves outside of the apartment and another in it, and Jackie just likes to flip on a motherfucking whim at the end of the day and expect Ryan to follow her crazy every single time, and this man follows through on her crazy every single time. I don't get it. I don't get it. So this woman has all the audacity to say to Ryan, you had a lesson learned in regards to when it came to the when they had the questions in Confessions Week, and Jackie started talking about the guy that she liked, the 6-foot blonde Adonis, got body built like a god type of scenario. So in response to that, Ryan started talking about how that made him feel. So that's why Jackie was telling him that it's a lesson learned, and cheered her own self, yeah, and gloried in her vindictiveness. This is why I said this girl is crazy. This girl is crazy. I don't know why Ryan is still there trying to deal with this. So Ryan rightfully asked Jackie, what do you want? Like, what are you doing here? And she really said to his face she was trying to teach him. And I thought, you're trying to teach him how to turn insane in the next 60 seconds. Because she would drive a motherfucking nun to drink, man. Like, seriously, to backside. I could only stand like a minuscule of a second with this girl without me wanting to put your lips in. Like, let's just put it that way, because I just know when it comes to Jackie. I can't believe Ryan is still sitting there listening to her rubbish, yeah, especially when she started raccoon eyeing it, like proper blarting at this point. I'd have left because this girl makes no sense. The reset button got blown to motherfucking smithereens. So Ryan told her that rap sheet basically makes me trust you less than I ever did before, and I need to be able to trust my wife, is what Ryan says. So Jackie decided to say to Ryan, I would not like to be considered your wife right now. And I thought, she's just raw hurting this man on purpose, because you could see the hurt on his face when Jackie said that to him. And I did feel for Ryan in that moment, because at this point there's no saving Jackie at all, and if Ryan chooses to stay, there's no saving him either. And I thought at that point, that's when Ryan got up and walked away. And I mean, if he didn't have to consider her his wife in that part, yeah, he can do whatever the hell he likes then from this point on, because she gave him carte blanche, do you know what I mean? So Jackie says she's disappointed, and now Jackie sent off a text apparently to God knows where, and then we find out that she sent this text to Jeff. So Jeff tells Reese straight away, because he's hella confused, because he says to her, I've just got this text from Jackie, and basically she wanted to meet with Jeff one-on-one and told him that Ree can't be there, and it bothers Ree to hell and high back. And I thought, yeah, it would bother me too, because I'm like, what the fuck do you want with my husband, that you want to meet with him one-on-one for a catch up chat, yeah, that you don't want his wife there to be able to have that conversation and that support network that you're freaking looking for. But let's not forget, yeah, in the photo ranking challenge, Jackie did say that Jeff will be the type of person that she would normally gravitate towards. At the end of the day, Jackie is just trying to spite Ryan. So another couple get matched up. We meet Beth and TJ. TJ is gorgeous. Beth is gorgeous too. TJ has the eyes that you can swim in, like golden hazel eyes. Boy, so they're gorgeous. So Beth says basically that she's never had a boyfriend in her 29 years. She's from the UK, but she lives in Brisbane with her parents. TJ is Greek and Indian, and he's wanting someone who appreciates the family. They're beautiful looking people, let's just put it this way. So Beth talks about how she's been through a lot of ghosting, And basically the man that she wants to be hitched to, she wants someone deep. And I thought with the way that these both talk, they may get on. So the original couples will attend as special guests. Jackie and Ryan at this stage are not in a good place, let me just tell it this way. And Jackie, as I'd already clocked, will be a full embarrassment at this wedding, yeah. And I just thought, I hope she just doesn't spoil Beth and TJ's day, because that day is not about her at all. Ree's then talking about, like, you know, she wants to confront Jackie in regards to the text. But my kind of thing is, don't do it at the wedding, do it outside of the wedding, because again, you're going to set this woman off to no end if you do. So we go to Beth and TJ's wedding. First look. TJ's brilliant first look. He could not keep his eyes off Beth at the end of the day. TJ basically said that when she came down the aisle and he looked at her, he got the shiver and goosebumps all over. So they were vibing with each other. The vows were brilliant from both of them. And Jackie, you can see in the excerpts, keeps making about herself, and the jealousy starts to seep through. So she basically wants Ryan to be a doormat to her machinations at the end of the day. And she does not do anything for him but sit back and bask and hope that, you know, Ryan does all the running, all the bidding as to what it is that she wants. It's when TJ then talks in his vows about coming back to each other and being there for each other. Jackie is truly side-eyeing Ryan badly when those words start. So she says she's there looking at Ryan thinking, dude, you made those promises to me, why are you not trying? And I just thought, but my gal, he didn't make those promises to you in his wedding vows at the end of the day. So I don't understand why this woman wants Ryan to bend over fucking backwards for her when she's not even trying in the slightest for him. She is a hard woman to freaking please, let's put it that way. So Jackie, as I already knew, was going to make this wedding all about herself. She is fully on a warpath at this stage. And I thought, here she goes again. So she's using TJ's vows against Ryan now. And asking Ryan, are you putting your partner first against all else? And Ryan has to remind Jackie, yeah, some of those vows as well that both Beth and TJ has said could apply to her too. But the fact of it was, TJ's and Beth's vows are not Jackie and Ryan's vows. So Ryan, of course, was pissed, but at first didn't show it. He said to the producers, like, is Jackie for real? Like, in essence, basically, Jackie's assassinated his character, told him I am not your wife, and then on top of that comes back with a teaching moment. Jackie is clearly off her motherfucking rocker at this stage, yeah. So Ryan was telling Jackie it's about letting the bride and groom have their moment. It is not about us. And Jackie needed to heed those words, but she weren't listening for shit. Let's just put it this way. I just can't believe how Ryan is looking like the same one right now out of these two, and is chatting sense while Jackie is selfishly spiraling. So we go to the wedding photos for Beth and TJ. You see that they do like each other, and we then get to the wedding breakfasts for TJ and Beth. Ryan told Jackie basically at the table that he's disgusted with her. And I thought, wow, what a choice of words, my friend. Jackie is really acting innocent in his face and wanting to know what she did. I'm like, Ryan, don't start this girl off here, because Jackie is not above making a scene at the end of the day. So Ryan is explaining to the group and to Jackie what she did at the wedding, and they were disgusted that she would do that with someone else's vows. So just ask what Ryan said. Just ask Jackie, is what Ryan said truthful? Jackie full on lies and says no. And I just thought, my gal, the camera was running when you were trying to teach Ryan a lesson using TJ and Beth's vows, and you're raw sitting there in Ryan's face right now, lying and making Ryan look like the motherfucking crazy one. When you know this shit was recorded, we saw what you did. told you she's on one step Loontown. She really is. So now it's the start at the People's Den wedding. And it's not like the table is far enough away for them not to make a scene. And I just thought, Ryan, could you not hold off until after the wedding? Like, seriously? So Ryan tells the group then of the rap sheet of indiscretions that Jackie wrote about him. And she blew up. Jackie said, why was I crying this morning? Ree turned around and says, you cry when there is not a full-length mirror in your room. I was like, Ree, imagine. She was so good. Jackie at this point was fully doing my head in. I ain't gonna lie. So Jackie cries on cue. Jackie literally cries on cue, and that's why I don't believe her tears at the end of the day. So everybody is fully fed up of Ryan and Jackie, but I think mainly Jackie. So in come Beth and TJ, and Jackie, you can see, is getting more drunk as the night wears on, and I thought, oh damn, this ain't gonna end well. So she's doing this staring evil eye thing that she does. So now it started to become the Jackie and Ryan show. So Ryan said that, like, he doesn't like Jackie right now, and Jackie says that she likes Ryan. Ryan says he doesn't believe that there's hope after what he experienced, and Billy said to Jackie he doesn't think Jackie likes Ryan. And I've said this for ages, that I truly well and believe that Jackie does not like Ryan at all. And you know what? It's okay to admit that, but Jackie won't do that. So they are fully calling Jackie out, as in one breath she is crying and saying she doesn't want Ryan, and then she's saying that she wants him. So Ree's getting more and more pissed at Jackie as time goes on, and I'm like, Ree, let it out or forever hold your peace, because you know what? The drama is done dusted now. It's getting pushed out there at full force. So Ree said to Jackie, well, if you like Ryan so much, yeah. And I thought, and you see Jeff take a drink, and I thought, yeah, he knew what was coming next. Ree continued with, why would you message Jeff behind my back, asking to meet him without me there? All the things happened at once, let me tell you, because everybody at that table stopped eating, was like, what? Ryan says, was like, excuse me? Jamie got her napkin, placed it on her face to hide, and Jackie kept going, tapping Ryan's arm and saying, Ryan. And Ryan kept on going, don't touch me. Ree wanted to talk, and Jackie was drunk as hell. I thought, this is not going to end well or coherently at all. So they are talking to Jackie about her behaviour, and in terms of her texting Jeff behind Ree's back. Jackie said it wasn't behind Ree's back, but I'm like, but it was though, love. Then Jeff caught the look that Jackie gave Ree, and the whole table caught it, and I have to say it was a full-on death stare. That girl looked at her like she literally wanted to snap her neck where she sat. Let me just put it that way. Now, if Jake has said Jackie looks like a woman who would stab you in your sleep, after that look I could have well believed it. Let's just put it that way. And then comes the tears, because Jackie can cry on cue, and she needed an out because she was getting all the heat. Ree was trying to draw her out too, and because that was happening, she didn't want to accept no accountability. So then all of a sudden the tears then disappear, and Billy says to Jackie, like, it's not acceptable for you to message another man's husband. So Jackie basically turned around and says, well, at the end of the day, all I wanted was another man's opinion. And I thought, okay, if that was if that was the really right thing in terms of what you wanted to do, you wanted another man's opinion on the situation that was happening between you and Ryan, and you wanted to confide in someone, then you should have spoke to Ree first and says, look, Ree, I wanted to know if you would mind me having a chat with Jeff in regards to the situation that I'm having with Ryan and yada, and talk to Ree, put her in that, because Ree more than likely would have said, yeah, I don't mind, set that up, you two go and have your chat, you know what I mean? Because she knew that Jeff would have come and told her what was what once they finished talking. But the way Jackie went about it, because she wanted to hurt Ryan on the offset, she was fucking sneaky. And she didn't get that. So Jamie brings it up, why Jeff? And you see Ryan speaking to the producers that Jackie has once said that Jeff was the more suitable match for her. And I said, yeah, she did. She said that in the photo ranking challenge, which makes it even more sinister at the end of the day. So Ryan does bring forth that he provided Jackie with Jeff's number, as Jackie said to him that she wanted to speak to Rhee. And I thought, oh, the games we play have now come to the forefront. Jackie didn't want to talk about it anymore. Rhee said, I've noticed this so much about you, Jackie. You deflect, and when it gets too hard or you come under fire, you will tell Ryan to shut up. So Jess says, I'm going to stand up for my wife here. As Jackie tried to play it like she did ask Rhee to be there when she clearly didn't, and she didn't think that Jeff would share the text with Rhee at the end of the day. So now Jackie sees it as like Ryan is now going around the room trying to get allies. So Jackie, as Jamie told her, like, you know, you wrote a rap sheet about this man from the past. You text Jeff behind Rhee's back to meet with him, and then you try to use other couples' vows to make it a learning experience. And then she gaslit Ryan and called him a liar, making everyone think it's a Ryan and Jackie situation when it isn't. It's a clear Jackie is off the rails and is toxic and should work on herself situation. So Beth and TJ go for a chat, and TJ doesn't see the fact that Beth hasn't had a boyfriend in her 29 years as a red flag at all. TJ's dad is absolutely funny, especially when it comes to his vows. So basically Rhee's saying that she's done with Jackie, and it seems that Ryan is done with Jackie too. And I'm just like, Jackie is all kinds of screwed up at the end of the day, and Ryan needs to let it go, because I don't think Ryan can see how toxic this woman is. The woman is literally forcing tears out of her eyes by the wedding cake, with Ryan making a full-on spectacle of herself, and it was honestly cringy to watch. And I thought, Ryan, you need out of that situation. So Fwina had to go over to Jackie and Ryan and move them away, and basically said to Jackie that, you know what, this is somebody's wedding at the end of the day. She didn't want Ryan, so Jackie's basically saying she didn't want Ryan to tell her off, and Jackie was blarting all over the place at this point, yeah. And this is where shit gets hella weird, and I would say dangerous, because when Fwina says to Jackie, look, I don't want to come for you, but this is someone's wedding and it's not the time, Jackie literally shuts off the tears, wipes her face and says, you are right, and walks away like nothing happened. Fwina and Ryan are standing there looking at each other, and Fwina is saying, what the hell just happened? And Ryan told her, I told you this is what she does. I was like, nah, Ryan, you better run, Forrest, run, because that gal ain't righted. Jackie is dangerously evil. She'll be one of them girls that will call police on your backside, watch you get arrested for something you didn't do, because she wants to manipulate, control, gaslight, and be vindictive. That was an uncomfortable watch, because that literally scared the living shit out of me, how she could literally, she was blotting, and I mean blotting, and the girl shut those tears off like it were nothing. It reminds me of that TikTok challenge when all the white women were doing the whole crying jargon, and then the voice said, shut it off, and they quickly just... That was Jackie. That was honestly Jackie. She's motherfucking dangerous. Anyway, that is where that episode ended. My renegades, I'll be back in quick succession with the next episode. As I always say, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so you know I'm doing videos. Please comment, like, share, and do the good things that you do, because I continue to be on the road to 1K. Peace out.